Hey class, today I'm going to be teaching you about bubble.us, a brainstorming website. It's pretty simple and straightforward, so I'll start out with an example, why mornings suck. You can set up yours however you wish, just for convenience I decided to go with this. This website can be pretty useful when trying to organize your thoughts for an essay or a speech, or even just setting up a flowchart to present in class. Before I get into all the completely awesome things you can do with this program, I'll give you a little bit of background first. When you first pull up the screen, you'll have one bubble here, the parent bubble that shows up first, and from there you have two options. You can either drag down and make a new child bubble, which are these two right here, or you can make a new bubble all by itself, which I titled A bubble over here. One of the final options for your chart is these arrows you see right here, and I'll go further in how to explain those when we get down to all the basics of the programs. So right now we're back at the home page of bubble.us, and instead of starting your brainstorm right away, you might want to make a password and sign in like I've done over here. But if you just want to jump right into it, you can either learn how to use it better, which hopefully you won't have to after this presentation, or you can just go straight into brainstorming. And this is what it's going to look like when you first come to it. One of the first things you're going to want to do is scroll over where your start here says, and you can change the color of either your background, like so, or you can change the color of the text by scrolling over the T. And then if you need to make your bubble bigger, you can make the size as big as you wish. Well, I guess not as big as you wish. You can make it that big. So, and then you want to make a title for that. So for this one, we'll say, why you should keep listening. Alright, so after you've got your parent bubble and you've got your idea written down, your next thing is going to be to create a child bubble, which is really simple. You just scroll over this little option right here. It's going to say new child bubble. And you're going to just type in why you might want to keep listening. So maybe you want to use this website. You can change the color of this again, just like the same one. You have to click off of it and then scroll back over it and change color however, whatever works for you, whatever you decide is the best for the presentation. You also have the option of making a child bubble for your child bubble. So maybe one of the reasons why you want to use this website is because Neil did such a great job explaining it. So you can put that down here in this bubble, or you can move on and go to another side thought. Okay, to create the side bubble, you're not going to want to use this, because if you use this one, you're going to create a sibling bubble, which is just the same as a child bubble up here. So in order to create that side bubble, you're going to want to go up to your main parent bubble, and you're going to click this option right here, and that'll present you. Alright, so what you're going to see is if you move this, it may move out of the screen, but what you can do is fit it to the screen by this option up here. And that you can, once you do this, if you add something on, it may not actually keep it on the screen, but once again, if you just fit it, it bounces it back out where everything's visible. Okay, now that we've got everything back in the screen, one of the other options you have is by dragging this over to this bubble and putting it right there, it will actually connect them, and now it is a child bubble of this new parent bubble. Alright, so now we're down to one of our final features of bubble.us. When you scroll over, you'll see this connect option right here, which if you do that and you click and drag, you can connect it to this right here. So say you want it to point the other way, you click on the line and you can change the way it looks. You can also name this line, so there you go, now it has a name. On the other hand, with these, you can't switch the arrows and everything, but you still can label the line. So once you've made your chart, you're ready to save it. Now you can save it, but you have to sign in first. So obviously I'll just sign in right here. And when you do that, you have the option of turning autosave on every 2 minutes. So say your computer crashes or something, it will save up to that 2-minute mark. And then in here you can find all your other bubbles that you've made already. So my example and my morning sucks one is also all in here. You'll notice when you open up more than one, they all stay up here in these tabs right up here, so you can access them all at once. So one of your last options is the import and export, but in reality you're probably not going to use those because you have to upgrade in order to be able to access those, and they cost like $6 a month. I don't think anybody's going to spend that much. I'd much rather just handwrite one. There you have it, folks. That's bubble.us broken down for you. Hopefully it was helpful. Duck face.